Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of my live tea tasting. I've got exciting I've got exciting tea blend for you guys today, so I'm going to go ahead and go right into it. I'm continuing the series of hot and iced teas for the summer, and this one is one that I have had before, both hot and iced, and I'm like really looking forward to this because I've never done it side by side at least. So let's begin. Tonight's blend is going to be peppermint, and there is a reason why I bought a 1 pound bag of peppermint. It's because, hey Ma, welcome. It's because this is a blend that mixes well with pretty much anything. So I tend to buy it in bulk because it tastes great on its own, and when you mix it with stuff like jasmine, lavender, lemongrass, I mean it's really versatile. It's really great. So drinking this side by side, both hot and cold, is going to be quite the experience today. So I don't know which one to start with first. Hey Teresa, welcome. So you know what? I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. I hope there's enough. It feels like a little bit dark today, but take a look at the blend. It's very greenish, yellow, kind of coppery. The leaf themselves are very green. It's exactly what you would expect from peppermint. It's just dried peppermint leaves. The lighting in here is a little bit dull. So I don't know. Maybe it's because it's really bright behind me, so it's kind of fading it. But you can see the blend is kind of, it looks brownish on camera, and I'm sorry for that. But it's actually more green in person. So judging by the hot versus cold, here's the hot version, and it's got the same temperature, the same look. It's nice and coppery, kind of goldish. But I don't know which one to start with, so eeny, meeny, miny, mo, ketchup. No, I'm just gonna go with the hot. All right, so down the hatch. Oh, that is really, really nice and refreshing. It's very effervescent, and just like the lap sang from last week, the smell, the odor is very fragrant, very refreshing. It's got this natural cooling effect that as you smell it, it just clears the sinuses and breaks right through everything. So drinking the hot peppermint tea is a little bit of a crazy experience because you drink the hot temperature, but as you breathe, it's got that strong cooling effect, and it's one of the more it's one of the more fragrant. It's a very strong fragrant tea, so that clears the sinuses and it gets this whole effervescence around it that just just clears everything. It's really, really nice. So there's one thing that's in particular that I love about peppermint tea, and that's because it's very much a stress reliever. Anything that's fragrant, like the mint, the yeah, exactly. It's just like Vicks, the eucalyptus in it that cools everything down, and it's just really refreshing. Um, but anything that's fragrant, like the lavender, lemongrass, anything that has a really soft, perfumey scent, is known to relieve stress and headaches. It does have other health benefits. It helps you digest better. It helps you. It's good for metabolism and stuff like that. Um, a lot of stomach issues, and that is one of the more that's those are one of the more well known uh, effects of peppermint tea. But people it's kind of a side effect, so it's not really noticeable unless you're looking for it. that as you drink it, it relieves your headache. It helps you relax your muscles, and it's got incredible effects like that. Ooh, it's really hot too. Now, I did not sweeten this. I never sweeten my teas for you guys unless it's really called for. I did sweeten the iced tea this time just because um, that's the way it's supposed to be. You know, I mean, it's not supposed to be, but that's the way how it's generally done. You sweeten the iced tea to bring out the sweetness in the cold. You have fresh mint growing in the yard. Oh yes, I love that. When I was a kid, the mint was always popping up, and we had no idea where it came from, but it just started growing and growing, and it would be so fragrant. I used to play with it. Oh man, those were the good days. Yeah, but I mean, you should be able to harvest it pretty easily actually. And then once you get it, you hang it upside down to dry, let it get really crispy and crunchy, and then you can just crumble it up and put it in your tea. It goes a long way. And the good thing about peppermint tea is, unlike Camellia sinensis, where you just pick the bud and like just the three leaves that are on there. The peppermint leaves, you can use the entire stalk and still be fine. It's all done by the leaves and the bud, not the buds, but I don't know what it's called. The budding, I guess, the purple part, the spear. That I don't know if you can use that. It's not used in the peppermint tea here. I don't think you can use it, but I don't see why not. Also, peppermint has been known to attract positive insects. This is what I hear. I don't have any I don't have any proof of it, but I believe it attracts butterflies. That's one of the it's one of the butterfly attractors. I don't think it attracts bees though. So I don't know. It's nice to have it around anyway, for butterflies' sake. Oh, that is really refreshing. And now I'm gonna cool off my palate a little bit because it kind of burnt my tongue a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. That kind of hurt the first sip. All right, so here we go with the peppermint, the cold version. Oh, that is really nice. I did put sugar in this. I ran out of stevia without realizing it, but I used what was it? Sugar in the raw, and this comes out really good. It really brings out the underlayer of sweetness that's in the mint naturally, and you still retain all of the cooling of the tongue and the refreshment. Gilbert, welcome. So the best part about this tea, iced, is that being cold on top of the naturally cold flavoring of it. I don't know if it's really considered cold flavoring, but that cold sensation, it doubles. So on a really hot day, you get some cold peppermint tea, and it cools you down, man. You're like, ooh, refreshing. And it's like, one time I had it, and it just went right down my spine because it was so cold. On a hot day, oh, it was so incredible. It's wild in the yard. I never planted it, but it comes up every year. Yeah, you know what that's a beautiful thing. You know, if I had the choice, if I had a yard, I would grow it myself. I could probably get away with growing some of it in here. That would actually probably be beneficial. I've never seen mint plant seeds like around me, so I have no idea what's going on. my Twitch is giving me an error, and I don't know, it's still going, but oh wait, yeah, it's giving me an error. Let me try that again. It's still messing up. I don't know. Anyway, try one more time. Yeah, this is one of the best parts of going live is all right, there it goes. Okay, now it looks like it's working. Yeah, one of the best parts about going live is, the stuff happens. I don't know, it was saying that I was offline. Sorry about that. I don't know. It gave me a bad message. Says I'm no longer streaming. It's not giving me that message now, so I don't know. I'm not touching it anymore. That's hands up here. But anyway, so as I was saying, the natural coolness of the mint is multiplied when you ice it. So on a really hot day, it's a great way to cool yourself from the cold. Now it can't be offline because it's telling me that, I don't know. Forget it. Whatever it is, it'll come back. It'll come back when it feels like. Anyway, so it's kind of in the same vein the way ginger and spices heat you from the core. Okay, great, thanks. It heats you from the core when you drink it, and it heats you from the inside out. Peppermint has the opposite effect, where it cools you from the inside out. And that is a wonderful feeling on a really hot day. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like after it's steeped. Hopefully it's not going to drip on me again. Oh, I knew that was going to happen. But as you can see, there's not a whole lot of growth between the... oops, I am spilling it in bad places. There's not a whole lot of growth in the leaf. It's not... you know how sometimes, like an oolong is the best... the best example, where you have a little teeny tiny ball, and then after it is steeped and it grows, it blooms. I don't want to say blooms, but it unfurls. That's a better a better word for it. But it grows, and you see the entire leaf. You don't see a whole lot of growth in here, and that's because the peppermint tea is processed in a way that it's just crushed and out. There's no rolling. There's no there's very little processing, and that's a good thing. That means you can serve it fresh, and it means that you can serve it right off the leaf. So yeah, and it's easy to make at home because all you do is to pull off the leaves and crumple them. That's it. You're good. Use two hands if you like. You're good to go. But you have to make sure it's thoroughly dry. And that takes practice. That takes a lot of patience sometimes. You have to be very much aware of where you're drying it, because if there's moisture in the air, if it's damp, it's going to take forever and it will develop mold. So you got to be careful where you dry it. But other than that, you're good to go. If you want to make homemade peppermint tea, that's the way to do it. I've always suggested, when drying leaves, what you do is you hold them together in like a rubber band or something and hang them upside down, so the water comes down not through these stalks, because the way that plants absorb water, what it would do is try to re-drink the water that's coming out, because it's losing. But when you hold it upside down, gravity pulls the water from the opposite direction from where it usually drinks. So you have the roots and stuff that do the drinking. When you hold it upside down, it goes through the bottom of the stalk and it comes through the leaves instead. So it dries out a lot faster. Little biology thing there. Little biology lesson, but yeah, that's the best way to do it. Oh, okay. Getting a little hot in here. I'm gonna cool myself down. Mm. Oh yeah, the sugar in this kind of gives it like a gum kind of flavor to it. Like this is just straight up peppermint, and it has a more lasting effect. You breathe it in, and it's just more intense. The sweetness in here makes it a little bit less intense, a little bit more palpable, um, and it gives it kind of like a spearmint gum. I'm trying to remember the name of that brand, Wrigley, like a Wrigley's gum kind of flavoring. And you know, I mean, like some people prefer the sweetness, some people prefer the effervescence of the coolness. But honestly, I could drink this cold without the sugar too, because it's not a very bitter tasting tea. It's I only sweetened it because habit. You know, I mean, I made it a point not to sweeten the lapsang last week because you know it's a generally intense tea. Being iced, I wanted to see how it would taste um, cold without the sugar. Although, I mean, to each their own. I say go ahead and sweeten it, and you're good to go. I'm getting the feeling that. Oh, there we go. Okay, sorry about that. There was a slight delay on my notifications. But Pops, welcome. I'm glad you can make it. Yeah, that's why I saw that there was a delay because I saw your icon come up and not the notification. Mm. Oh, that is so good. And the good thing about this tea is that it's not all mint. There's a slight tinge of vegetation in it um, that you're getting a more grounded flavor from it. So it's not as intense. It's not you drink and all of a sudden all of your sinuses are clear. It's not that at all. But it is pretty strong. It is pretty pungent. Um, and I have heard stories about working at a mint plant where you go onto the factory floor, you have to have protection. Otherwise, you're likely to pass out from the intensity of the scent. Because on its own, in small batches, a pound bag is pretty strong, but it's not going to knock you out. But when you're talking about thousands and thousands of pounds, all concentrated in an enclosed space, that can get really intense. I mean, your eyes would tear up, start coughing, making it hard to breathe, because too much of anything is really dangerous. So that's just a little tidbit that I've heard. I forget who told me that story where they tried to run through a mint factory and then like passed out. I just that story stayed with me. It's just like wow. Oh, that's so good. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and open up the floor now to questions, comments, anything you want to talk about. Now's the time, and I'm going to answer Teresa's question first. What would I pair this with? Only because I have some really cool announcements to make today. So I'm going to go ahead and knock that one out right away. I mean, generally, since this is a minty flavor, you can put it with anything that goes with mint. Chocolate cake, I don't think I would pair it with chocolate cake unless it's a really, really, really light chocolate. If you go along with a dark chocolate, something that's like a what is it, Black Forest, the bitterness of the dark chocolate might clash a bit with the. Oh yeah, no, I have had mint and chocolate, but I'm just saying like be careful of the chocolate cake because when you have mint and chocolate, the amount of cocoa can really mess up your palate because you have the bitterness. Yeah, vanilla cake is a little bit sweeter, so it would probably pair a little bit better. Or milk chocolate cake to keep it light. If you go for like a peppermint patty, that kind of a flavor, then yeah, it can totally go with chocolate cake. Just beware of the chocolate that you use. Definitely ice cream. Peppermint and ice cream go very well together. I've always loved it. Anything that's creamy, really good. Certain fruits, I don't know about strawberry peppermint. I would be a little bit iffy about it. Um, I have no. Oh, jamun. I know what that is. I know what that is. I'm trying to remember. Oh, it's if I'm remembering correctly, it's an Indian dessert. I'm trying to remember. Snap, if you can correct me. My mind is like I can almost put my finger on it. I think it's that the orangey thing. Oh, I know I've had it before. I could not remember what it was though. I'm a little bit slow on the uptake. But yeah, just remind me if that's the orange one I'm thinking of. Then yeah, I think it might go well-ish. I don't know, I wouldn't pair it too well, but I don't know. If it is that, then I might do it. Okay, we're getting it tomorrow. We'll go. I don't whatever. Yeah. Anyway, moving right along from my shame. Uh, what else? Anything that's naturally cold, I would say. Like maybe not a frozen melon, but like a really, really cold melon, would probably go well with this. I know watermelon, and peppermint go very well. 2 weeks ago, the first hot and cold iced tea that we did was a watermelon spearmint blend, and it was really good. So I would definitely pair it up with watermelon again. I think that's it. I can't think of any more desserts. And even like with Thai foods um, they have a mint content, and a lot of the time they serve mint on the side. Oh, excuse me, I was trying to keep it down. There it is, it's getting to me. Oh, there we go. It's good to have iced tea on the side because you can't really chug down hot tea like that. So yeah. Um, the butter cookies and the shortbread. Maybe as long as it's not too, because yeah, as long as it's not too savory, because sometimes they can be a little bit savory. But yeah, I can see why. Okay, so I'm going to move on to announcements because I have about 7 minutes left. I'm like really, really excited. So there are a couple of announcements I have, and here they are. Tomorrow we're having another virtual reality party. That's going to be at 3 o'clock Central. Of course, as always, everybody's welcome to join. We just hang out, we talk, we laugh. It's a lot of fun, and I really, really love you guys for joining and keeping me semi-sane during the lockdown, during the pandemic. I had one last week, and I tried to do it bi-weekly, but you guys wouldn't let me. You're like, are we doing it next week? I want to give you guys a break. We don't want a break. We want to have another party. Okay. You guys are really great about that. So you talked me into it. We're having another one next week. Tomorrow, this weekend, at 3 o'clock Central, and that's going to be our thing. The Nomad Tea Festival. The Nomad Tea Festival is coming up on the 25th of July, and I'm having it's going to be about an hour and a half. We're going to do a getting to know your besties party, which is going to be a little bit different from the Saturdays. Saturday, we just drink tea, we talk, we have fun. This one's going to be a little bit more focused. It's going to be more about sharing our own experiences and talking about what we love about tea. Because, I mean, that's why you're joining a tea festival. You know, you just love tea. And so I find other people's stories fascinating. You know, you get this whole feeling of where they're coming from, what their experiences are, what turned them on to tea. And, you know, it really tends to get very involved. So I thoroughly enjoy listening to people's tea stories, and yeah, we'll be getting to know each other and talking about that, and hopefully make some new friends. So you know, this is something that I'm really excited about. I will be sharing the link again. It's already in the announcements on the community announcement board. But the more the merrier. So people have already signed up. I know of 2 at least. So we'll see. Also, yeah, that's the second announcement. Third announcement is the one that I have been saving and I've been sitting on for a week now. And I have some incredible news I've been dying to share. So without further ado, I want to announce that the Community has finally got a store. You guys have seen the mugs, you've seen the shirts, and you're like, when do I get mine? You know, when can I buy them? When? And I'm like, I don't know if these are actually good products yet. But, I mean, so far, I have no complaints. I have had them for about a week. The shirts I washed, they're still in great shape. The mug, I haven't broken it yet, and they are dishwasher safe. So I decided to go ahead and take the plunge and start creating new products. I put together a list of about 12 different products, 17 in total, where they're like more than one cup, more than one hat, more than one shirt, like that kind of a thing. So it's a pretty robust catalog to start. And here is an example. The lovely Snea Goel helped me with this, and this was my favorite page because it's got the mugs on it, and I just love like having really cool drinkware. So this is the one that I bought. I designed it. I bought it. Looks great. I have yet to try the other one, but you can see there's 2 different designs. There's the one with the blue background, it's smaller. Then there's the one that's bigger and it's more robust. So I got these 2. Of course, you know, the designs will change according to the color of the mug. So, you know, like the white one's not going to have the blue background and vice versa, just because, you know, it looks better like that. Like the black teacup's not going to be black on the black cup without the background. So you guys get it. I'm just rambling at this point. But what I'm really excited about now is the third piece. It's the magic changing mug, the one that changes colors when you put it in when you put hot liquid. So this one is just awesome. I love those color change mugs, and this one now I have my own. So I'm thoroughly excited about this. I don't have a platform quite yet, so if you're interested in seeing the catalog, just email me at TheCommuni-Tea@outlook.com, and you guys can. I'll email you the catalog, and you know, if you want to order something, let me know. Everything is done by PayPal, so you'll be able to send me the payments from there. We'll take care of your order. Now, I am brand new at this, and so there's going to be some hiccups. Just letting you guys know. I'm still getting the hang of it as well. Okay, questions, comments, anything you want to talk about, now's the time. That was my favorite announcement from everything. And like, I'm thoroughly excited because I've never had my own brand of anything before. So you guys are the first to see it. Aside from, the family, friends, certain friends who are close but don't come to the stream. So you guys have seen it. You guys have told me you love it. And I'm looking forward to sharing this with you guys, even all the more. So I will. I'll start taking orders as soon as possible. We'll see. Mm. Yeah. Thanks, Teresa. You're always so supportive. Thanks, Ma. You're supportive too. Oh my God, this is just really great. Okay, so I am down to the end of it. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish my tea for you guys tonight because I'm so hyped, and I'm running out of time. I'm already a little bit over. That's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and sign off for the day. Thank you guys for joining me. This has been a wonderful experience as usual. Keep an eye out if you want to get some of this peppermint tea for yourself. I'll be posting the link on the video itself. In the meantime, have a great night, a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you next time. Bye.